So the Battlefield 6 beta has come and gone, and I gotta say, I'm pretty excited for the full game. And as a die-hard Battlefield fan who's been starving for almost 10 friggin' years alongside many of you out there, I feel kinda compelled to give my thoughts. Since it's just a beta, I'm just gonna be kinda skimming over everything since, a lot of the stuff's gonna be subject to change. First thing I wanna talk about is the game's graphics. It looks gorgeous. All of the destruction, little details, all the models look great. Watching a whole side of a building come down after firing a rocket into it just feels so damn good. The sound design is fantastic. All the guns sound like they got some serious weight to them, really meaty explosions, JDAMs destroying your hearing. It's just all super cool. When not talking about gameplay, the maps all have a really cool feel to them, with Siege of Cairo giving me some serious Battlefield 3 vibes. The graphics and textures, models, animations, they're all really good, but something that does annoy me a bit is this weird lighting effect that you get when looking in and out of buildings. For example, when you walk out, it's like you get flashbanged by the sun, and when you're looking into a building from outside, it's like really dark at times and hard to see inside. It's kind of hard to explain fully, but if you played the beta, you probably know what I'm talking about to an extent. I do appreciate the game not crashing on me 100 times like the last 4 betas have, but there still are a couple of glitches present. 2 of the main ones is sometimes you'll get a bunch of visual glitches basically blindfolding you, and another one is this weird insta-kill damage dumping that happens to you. I'm not really sure how it works, but it's as if you take no damage, visual damage on your end until you die, making it look like you got one-shotted, which is kind of annoying. I didn't crash a single time during the beta, which is good, so I'm hoping that they can kind of iron everything out once the full release comes. Ooh, something I almost left out is hit reg kind of feels like it's all over the place. It might be a server issue or a netcode issue, but it's happened to me before where I'll mag dump someone with an LMG and a bullet or two won't register, and I'll have to shoot them a few extra times to secure the kill. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm garbage, but that's just how it feels. And one more thing I wanted to point out before moving on to gameplay, the main menu, I hate it. The loadout menu, I hate it. It's not overly complicated, but it's just kind of awkward and inconvenient to use to get to your guns, to customize them. Something I think they should really look at and rework a bit. Moving on to gameplay, I have a lot to say about this. Let's get the basics out of the way first, starting with the gunplay. I think it's a slam dunk. I really enjoy it. If I had to say, the best first impression I had with the game was just how familiar it all felt. Repairing tanks, reviving people, throwing C4 in a Jeep, crashing it into a tank, pissing off tankers is stuff I live for. Aside from some weird hit reg stuff I mentioned earlier, everything feels very tight and very responsive. I love it. And I gotta say, I do like the new weapon point system for customizing guns, because at least with the limitation of it, it allows you to kind of make your own weapon that works for you, and not just have everybody running the same shit on every gun. Armor gameplay feels pretty solid. I do like that the tanks are really strong, but also pretty fragile. I know a lot of people don't like it, but personally I think it encourages people to run engineer and move with the tanks to ensure their prolonged survival. But I do want to say that the AA tank fucking sucks. I have no idea why it has a burst fire and such a low bullet velocity, but unless the chopper or jet is really close to you, have fun shooting it down, it's gonna get away. It could definitely benefit from full auto fire or tighter spread or way higher bullet velocity or something, because right now it's pretty useless. Aircrafts feel pretty good, but sadly I didn't get too much time with them because every game I had people waiting the whole match for one to spawn only to be shot down or crash in seconds just to repeat the cycle. It was really annoying. Alright, now moving on to the stuff I really did not like about the Battlefield 6 beta, it's how the classes are designed. For starters, I think that the fact that any class can use any weapon outside of the closed weapon game modes is really fucking stupid. I think Battlefield 4 did it best, and they should just stick to that, having class-specific weapons like assault rifles for the assault class, SMGs for the engineer, light machine guns for the support, and long-range bolt actions for the recon, with carbine, shotguns, and DMRs being universal. This was the thing that I really hated about 2042, albeit it's way worse in that game because there are no classes at all. But the reason why I don't like it is because having closed weapons, in my opinion, encourages you to play your class to its strengths. And I think that being able to play a support that can heal and give ammo and use a bolt action and sit in the back of the map all game long achieving nothing is just not healthy. Another thing is the classes themselves just don't make a lot of sense. For example, the assault class really doesn't have a purpose in the game at the moment. It really has no utility outside of slaying infantry. It can't deal with tanks, it can't deal with choppers, it can't revive anyone, it doesn't provide any kind of support. It's just kind of a pointless class. And since that the guns aren't locked, I can use an assault rifle on the support or the engineer or even the recon. So what real reason do I have to play the assault when I can play something that's a lot more useful? And just combining the medic with the support is just kind of mind-boggling to me. I don't know why they changed it up that way. It worked fine in Battlefield 3, 4, and 1, even though in 1 is a little different, so I just don't get it. I mean, we've all heard the term, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Another thing I was kind of annoyed to see was the return of the sweet spot mechanic for snipers. I know a lot of people enjoy this mechanic because it makes each sniper feel unique or whatever, but in my opinion, I think it just makes sniping too easy. I like the idea of the sniper headshot preventing revives. I think that was a great addition as it rewards precision. But the sweet spot just feels really cheap and boring. I mean, I played one game of Breakthrough on Liberation Peak where I got into a good spot with just the 4 times and I just laid waste to the other snipers. It felt really slimy. And I have a slight complaint with melee. I really like what they had in Battlefield 1 and 5 where there were 3 types of melee weapons, not including bayonets. And I like the visceral, brutal animations and sound design they had for it. It's not a huge deal, but I'd like to see something like that return. The maps are pretty decent, excluding Empire State. I think that map sucks dick and balls. But the maps are alright, but my biggest issue is that they're pretty small. I think a lot of people have been complaining about this. The maps feel really small compared to older games. I mean, can you imagine how good something like Caspian Border or Gulf of Oman would play in this game? It'd be fucking awesome. Hopefully the maps that come out during release are a lot better. Bigger at least. And the last big issue I wanted to talk about was the really aggressive spotting system. So I get that they wanted to give you a bit of help due to all the VFX and smoke and dirt in the air, making enemies a bit harder to see, but dude, you just look at the general direction of someone and a big ass orange diamond appears over their head. In the old games you had to manually spot enemies, and yeah, it would get spammed and essentially do the same thing that it does here, but I've had a couple of moments where there was a dude hiding in a bush that I didn't see at all, but because I looked in his general direction, a giant diamond appeared over his head, giving him away completely. I think a good fix for it would be to make the range of it shorter, have it so that smoke and other environmental visual cover blocks it off unless you're like really close, and that it wouldn't spot you if you're not moving or like completely still prone, that kind of thing. And the final thing I wanted to talk about was cheaters. It's really sad that there were cheats available for this game day one, and the truth is you can't really prevent cheating that much. You can only respond to it. So I'm really hoping that they have a plan for dealing with this on day one, because there will be a lot of cheaters. I mean, we all saw that trans chick on Twitch cheating, so you can imagine how many more are out there. By the way, if you cheat in multiplayer games, you're a dickless loser. Overall, I'd say that the Battlefield 6 beta was pretty sweet, and I do plan on playing it a bit after release. It's definitely better than a lot of the stuff we've gotten since Battlefield 1, and it does seem like they took a lot of that player feedback when making it, albeit probably not enough of it. But I'm happy they got rid of all that cringy modern audience bullshit 2042 had and just went for a more grounded experience free of any political crap. Hopefully after the beta they make some changes to further improve on the game, maybe rework the classes for Christ's sake, and we'll see how it goes when it comes out. That's all I got for today. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you next time.
There's a sniper watching our ship.
I'm in third person. What the fuck is this? I'm in third person. What the fuck is this?
Third person. Infantry? Third person?
Yeah, dude. No, like, but it's not like regular third person. It's like, I'm redeploying. What the fuck?
At least you took a screenshot.